This is a tutorial for a tiny little tote bag, perfect for those leftover scraps, the few pieces of a layer cake that you didn't use, or your favourite little pieces of fabric that you just want to sit on the side in your sewing room. So you're going to need two pieces of fabric, one for the lining and one for the exterior. They can be any fabrics you want, same, different. They can be two leftover pieces from a layer cake, leftover scraps, as long as you've got a 10" by 10" piece. And then you're also going to need a piece of fusible interfacing, and that's going to go on your exterior piece. So we're going to fuse that to that, and then I will show you what we're cutting. Now we've fused the interfacing onto the wrong side of the exterior piece, we're now going to cut the pieces. They're going to be cut exactly the same, so put one on top of the other, and then you only have to cut once. So we're going to take an inch strip, of one side. That's your piece for your handles. An inch strip from the bottom. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take 3" squares off each corner, because now you've got a 9 by 9 block. So if you imagine you've got a grid 3 by 3, you're going to take off the top and bottom corners and leave yourself with a plus. So now I've cut a 3" block away from each corner. You have these for your scraps, these for your scraps, and this bit we're going to take to the sewing machine. Right, so we have one of the plus shapes. You want to fold it right sides together, and then making sure that the top edge, which will be the top edge of the bag, is lined up. You're going to do a 1/4 inch down each side. You want to backstitch at the start and the finish. And that will help it stay together when you're turning it. So that is sewn along there. So you're going to do that. And then take the piece, open it back out and fold it again, so these raw edges, the sides, join, and you're going to go down this side and the opposite side, which then create a bucket bag. Now you have a squared bottom bag. you're going to do exactly the same to the lining piece. And now you have the lining. Now we're going to create the handle. So you take the inch pieces, the strips that we cut off, and go 1/4 inch down either side. And then if you go along the bottom edge, you can then use a turning tool to turn this right side out. Or if, like me, and you can't find anything when you need it in your sewing room, you can't find your turning tools. So I've unpicked one side, I'm going to press it out, press it back, and then press the edge in and under, like so, and then stitch down either side. And that's the handle top stitched. So we're going to cut that in half. So you take the exterior interfaced side of the bag and turn it right sides out, and you're going to join the handles to the edge of the bag. You can mark it if you like, but I mean, it's not really, it doesn't have to be exact. It's only a mini bag, but if you want to mark it so that it's even, then you can. Then on the opposite side, you want to make sure, well, make sure or don't make sure, but your straps are facing the same way or the opposite way, as a little design feature if you like. Wonder clip it, pin it to the side. These can be shorter or longer. Again, it's not exact, it's not like it's going to carry much of your shopping. So now you've got the handles held in place, just going to run a little stitch across the top of the handles to keep them in place. Now those are just sewn in place. There's less bulk when you are putting the bag inside the lining, so you are right sides together, and you want to join the corners together, and this is where you can nest your seams. So face one seam one way, the other seam the other way, nest them together, and then hold them in place with a clip or a pin, and it just helps it be less bulky when it comes to turning it. It doesn't really matter which way they go, if they go round in a circle, if you are concerned by that. As long as they go opposite ways to each other, it doesn't really matter. Again, it's a little trinket gift, bits and pieces holder. It's not carrying you shopping. So you want to start and finish on a side that doesn't have handles, because it makes it easier for turning. So start at one side, go all the way around the top, finish at the other side, back and forth to lock the stitches in at either side, so while you're turning it, it doesn't come undone. Now we've sewn all the way around the edge, you want to turn it right sides out through the hole. A fiddly little job, but that's it done. Then you want to put the lining to the inside, press the edge and the little hole to the inside into the seam. If you press the edge, it makes it easier to top stitch. So, okay, so there's the hole, we've pressed it in. If you start and finish on that hole, then you know that you've definitely caught it. You're gonna go as close to the edge as you can, or you want, or you can double line it. It's totally up to you. And if you overlap at the start and finish, then that helps lock your stitches in. So that's the top stitch edge done. Snip your little threads, neaten it up, and that is it done. Really quick, simple gift idea, storage, perfect for your scraps.